Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design, and I am finally back after these first 2 days of the week for the daily reading and message for August 17th, 2011. With Mercury being retrograde, oftentimes things come up unexpectedly, and that's been the case for me in the past couple of days. But I'm finally now getting back to doing the daily reading, and for today, Wednesday, it's middle of the week, I'm going to be calling on the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck because when I asked who wanted to be heard from today, they came forward. So, as I shuffled the cards today, there was 3 cards that popped out of the deck or dropped out of the deck as I was shuffling. And maybe it's because I skipped 2 days, there's just 3 messages that wanted to come out and be heard. So today might be a little bit longer reading than what we've had. And the first card that came out was Aphrodite with Inner Goddess. And the message on the card says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And she has that beautiful, sensual look about her. And what I'm drawn to here is the words self-care. Addressing the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity, appreciating who you really are. So this card speaks today to doing those, addressing those self-care parts of yourself. This is a message that we often get from the angels, the goddesses, the ascended masters. It's about tending to those things that make you feel nurtured. And where this is a message from Aphrodite, who is a very sensual goddess, she's really a lot about sexuality, unapologetic sexuality. To me, it speaks to those nurturing things that are sensual. Pay attention maybe to the way things are visually appealing to you, or the way things feel against your skin, or the smell of things. You know, those aspects of self-care that have to do with, the sight, sound, and smell of things that make you feel good. But self-care comes up in a variety of ways. It really is about just doing those things that nurture the inner you. Maybe it's getting out for a walk on the beach or a walk outdoors. Maybe it's taking some time to journal or do some yoga, or your favorite sport, going out for a jog outside. It's attending to those inner things, because when we get very stressed, actually, and it's interesting that, again, it's Aphrodite who's a goddess about sensuality and sexuality. When we get very stressed, one of the things that it significantly affects is our libido, our sex drive. And with Mercury being retrograde, there's, a lot of times disruptions in communication can come up, and we can get maybe frustrated with trying or having to do things and then redo them if it's affecting you that way. And as I've mentioned before, the Mercury retrograde time is really a time to think about putting that prefix re in front of it. So with Aphrodite coming in here, she's urging you to self-care as maybe a way of rejuvenating yourself, or rejuvenating your sex life if you feel like it's been lagging in some way, or rejuvenating yourself so you can attract in a partner that you can have an intimate relationship with. So she brings a lot in this message today. And, that aspect of ourself is just simply the more feminine aspect. In this card, it represents a little bit of both giving and receiving. You're giving yourself self-care, and you're also allowing yourself to receive it. So this is the message I think Aphrodite is bringing forward with us today, is just to pay attention to that part of ourself. The next card that came out was the goddess Mawu, I think is how her name is pronounced, and it says, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. And again, the Aphrodite with the addressing that feminine aspect of the goddess within you, and here we have the earth and it being referred to as Mother Earth. It's addressing the balancing of the feminine with the masculine today. We have the more feminine energies coming through. And to get this Mother Earth card on the heels of the Aphrodite card, to me speaks to about Aphrodite's message is about addressing your inner world, your inner self, and the Mawu card is about addressing your outer world. And she's literally, in that picture, holding the earth in her hands. And so this is really about tending to the inner and outer aspects of ourselves, the parts of our inner world, but also the things that come up in our outer world, which does include treating the earth and walking with respect to it. Maybe you need to do some recycling or pay more attention to that. Maybe if you're letting go, or as if we use that Mercury retrograde maybe if you're reducing or downsizing, it's about paying attention to recycling those things, maybe donating them or what have you. And, in a very real way, if you're maybe moving to another location, it's about paying attention to the environments that you're moving into. What is that outer world like for you? So it's a message about addressing the inner and the outer and nurturing that garden of life, because the garden of your life is a combination of getting your own needs met, and the more you take care of your inner self through those acts of self-care and addressing that need for sensuality, the better you are able to stay focused and grounded and bring your full self to the outer world and to be giving of yourself in the outer world to other people, to other situations. You bring a grounded, peaceful self to those situations. And, I feel like that Mother Earth card is, yes, it's bringing our awareness to global environmentalism. I mean, she is, she's got the earth in her hands and she's looking at it in the whole perspective. So it's about, in a very real way, it's about expanding your consciousness or your awareness to not just the area that you're in or your own household or something, but looking at the global issues that are going on of environmentalism. And maybe there's something that you're called to do there, to work on something on a larger level. So now the final card that came up is a lovely one, and it's the goddess Abundantia with prosperity. And it says the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And again, that energy or that message of receiving comes up. Because what happens when you tend to the inner and outer you is that you encounter very prosperous situations. Prosperity is naturally drawn to you. And in this picture, Abundantia is shown as holding this cornucopia that's spilling out gold coins. So oftentimes this, may be that it's showing up for you in the form of visible money supply. But abundance is also, abundance and prosperity are also about understanding that it's not just about money, but about all the good things that you have in your life. And it also comes in the form of physical things that are given to you, support that's given to you, opportunities that come your way, and maybe it is a free lunch or someone taking you out to dinner. So it comes in a variety of ways, but the nice part is that it's about prosperity, and that is coming. So it's a threefold message today, and it's a really exciting one, I think. So I hope you have a lovely Wednesday. Thank you all for your patience in waiting for me to come back here. And please leave any comments that you may have below. Thank you so much for joining me today, for watching the video. And I'll look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone. Have a happy Wednesday.